That's some good shit.
Hi, my name is Logan, and I'm on a journey to try food from every country in the world. Togo is one of the smallest African nations and gained independence from France in the 1960s. The country is also known for its beautiful tropical landscapes. While producing this episode, many of my friends did not know Togo even existed. So what are the traditional Togolese foods? First off, we have akasa, which is a cornmeal porridge. This dish is also traditional in Benin and is eaten with which are rounded donuts. The porridge is also eaten with peanuts. We also have baguettes due to the French historical influence. The Togolese often eat a unique pasta salad within these baguettes. Ahayo is a snack made from finely diced onions and plantains. Fufu is the most commonly eaten dish by the Togolese people. It is the equivalent to the Western world's mashed potatoes. It is made by boiling yams and then pounding them in a mortar and pestle until its consistency becomes like pizza dough. Fufu and bread are not the only sources of carbs in Togo. The Togolese also eat pate, which is similar to fufu, but is instead made from cornmeal. The Togolese also eat com.
That's no com, right? Yeah, com. I'm sure they know com. They don't know com.
Which is the pate that has been fermented for days to add a sour taste. Sour. An interesting Togolese dish is Pinon Rogue, or red pinon, which is pate that has been cooked in tomato sauces so that it has tomato flavors. The Togolese also love to eat rice with beans. They can also add in ingredients like hard-boiled eggs, peanuts, and fish. Then we have ablo, which is similar to bread, but it is made from corn flour and rice flour. Having tasted fufu and plain pate myself, I can tell you that both taste plain and are meant to be eaten alongside sauces and stews, like the rest of West African cuisine. Sauces and stews range from peanuts, tomato, jaboma, which is Togolese spinach, edeme, a leafy green that has a slimy texture, Gombo, which is made of okra, and palm nuts. Fonio is a grain that is considered as the quinoa of Africa. It tastes like nuts, and is often prepared like couscous with meat. Being a coastal country, the Togolese eat a lot of fish, and the fish is often fried. The Togolese also eat bushmeat, and one of the common delicacies that are eaten are grass cutters, which are also known as the King Red. The official Togolese drink is a palm wine liquor called soda bee. So that's enough talk about Togolese food. Let's actually go make some. So for today's episode, I'm going to be cooking Pinon Rogue by Cuisine228 and Togolese spaghetti salad by the Peace Corps. Here are the ingredients for Pinon Rogue. I have a quarter of a cup of oil. The recipe said to use a quarter of a red onion, but I'm using a whole shallot here. They're about the same size. Some tomato paste. Tomato puree. I'm using crushed tomatoes, however, because that's all I had. Light up, bitch. A Maggi stock cube. A teaspoon of ginger and a teaspoon of garlic powder. And some chili peppers to taste. I've also got some chicken stock here. Now, if you remember from the previous episode, I bought a really big bag of maize flour. Corny. Now I've also got 4 whole tilapia. I bought these from an Asian supermarket in the freezer section. It's time to make some Pinon Rogue. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is frying the tilapia. All I've done is season the tilapia with a bit of salt. Look at that. It's burning my hand as well, but ooh. That's some good fish. So now it's time to make the Pinon Rogue. First up, I'm going to put the oil in. Now I'm going to fry the onions. Tomato paste. Crushed tomatoes. Then we're going to add in our stock cube. Our teaspoons of ginger and garlic. And then we add in our chicken stock. Now the amount that you add in depends on how much of this recipe you want to make. And I'm just playing it by ear, to be honest. But later on you will have to add in some maize meal. And from my understanding, when you do, it's going to soak up a lot of this liquid. Therefore, I'd recommend having this mixture, soup I guess, contain a bit more liquid. Now this recipe also calls to drop in a pinch of salt and a pinch of baking soda. There's your salt. And there's your baking soda. Now this is where the tricky part comes in. What I'm going to do first is turn off the stove. And this is the part where we add in the corn flour. And this is where the mixture is going to thicken up really quickly. But the trick here is to add it in progressively. Right now, I've got a cup of maize meal. I'm just going to keep stirring. And that's what you want to do, just keep stirring. You want the consistency to just be a bit thicker than mashed potatoes. This is probably at that level of mashed potatoes. I will have to add in a bit more maize meal. Now I've definitely used about 1 2/3 cups of maize meal. My wrist is definitely getting a good workout there. Look at that. Look at that. Now if I do have any Togolese viewers, I'd love your feedback on how I'm doing with this recipe. I would not be surprised if there is room for improvement. But that's the whole point, isn't it? To learn how to do better. I'm gonna give her a nibble. Tastes pretty damn good, I like it. now it's time to make the Togolese spaghetti salad. Here are the ingredients. We've got 2 diced tomatoes, half a diced red capsicum, 1 medium-sized bowl of chopped lettuce. Now the recipe said for 1 red onion, but unfortunately I ran out of onions, so I'm using a whole shallot instead. 1 tablespoon of vinegar, even though on camera it looks like water. Half a cup of olive oil. Now the recipe also said to use some chopped parsley, but I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of parsley. The only time that I ever enjoy parsley is whenever it's in tabbouleh. Some mayonnaise, 16 ounces of thin spaghetti, or about 450 grams of spaghetti that has been cooked and chilled. Now the recipe also said 1 to 2 boiled eggs. I've got about 6 of them here because I want that protein. The first thing you need to do is mix all of the vegetables in a bowl. Then we're going to add the spaghetti. Then I'm going to add in the oil. And the vinegar. Now I've also added in pepper and salt to the vinegar. And now let's add in some mayonnaise. Last but not least, the eggs. Now remember, when it comes to West African cuisine, it is a custom to eat with your right hand only. What we'll do is pick up this pinon. It's really good. It's like getting mashed potatoes, but it has a really strong tomato flavor. I really like it. Now what about the fish? Now, you can see it's quite bony. What I've done with this tilapia is salt it and fry it. Taste is really good, especially when combined with this pinon. That's some good shit. So far, this is my favorite West African dish. Yeah. I forgot how many West African countries I've covered in this show so far, but I can tell you that I do not think I'm a fan of palm oil, to be honest. I think there's something about it. Maybe it's the brand that I used, but I've noticed that whatever dish that I've made that's used palm oil, that scent has put me off. But because this dish has no palm oil, it tastes amazing. That's just a personal preference, to be honest. I think, you know, someone else could love palm oil or even parsley, but not me, unfortunately. What's going on, friend? What about this pasta salad? I'm using fork to eat this. Not bad. You know, usually when you think of spaghetti, you think of, you know, pasta and tomato sauce, but I never thought of spaghetti being served with mayonnaise before. The creaminess from the mayonnaise, but there's also that tanginess of the vinegar. As for the textures, you've got the softness of the pasta, the softness of the eggs, and the crispiness of the lettuce and the onions, as well as the peppers. It's not my favorite salad, but it's definitely a pretty damn good salad. I like the salad, I like it. I'd recommend my viewers to try making this. The interesting thing about this salad is that not only do the Togolese people eat it like this, but I've also seen them put the salad in a baguette and have it like a sandwich. Togolese cuisine, it's a win for me. If you would like to support this series, like the video, leave a comment, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and click on the notification bell to be notified of when new episodes come out. Also, you can follow me on the social media links provided. I'll see you around.